Hello, Dimaggio from Motorheads. We're back with another comparison. One that seemingly doesn't make sense, but just bear with us. It is the Porsche 911 GT1 Strassen version or street versus Ferrari's latest flagship, the F80 hybrid hypercar. So there's nearly 30 years of gap between these two cars, technology-wise. This is an eternity in the world of cars. But why are we comparing these? What makes them special? Which one is a better investment? Because with cars like these that are limited production numbers, highly exclusive, it's always worth talking about this. So both cars are mid-engined and they actually have butterfly doors. That's about where the similarities end. One is a literal race car for the road. I am of course referring to the 911 GT1 Strassen version. It is a homologation special, whereas the Ferrari F80 is just a tech fest on wheels. It still has motorsport tech, F1 derived curse system for recuperating energy, but that's about where the motorsports connection ends for the Italian model. So the GT1 is based on a steel tubular chassis with a mid-engine layout, obviously, with a body mostly made of carbon fiber bits. So that explains why the weight of even the Strassen version is about 2,300 pounds, which is 200 pounds more than the racing car. So it's a very lightweight car. In terms of propulsion, the GT1 is motivated by a Metzger engine. It is the M96-80, 3.2 liter twin turbocharged flat 6 water cooled, developing 536 horsepower, 443 pound-feet of torque. It is made to a 6-speed manual, even at times when some of the competition already started using sequentials. But depending on who you ask, the GT1 still does 0 to 16, 3.5 to 3.7 seconds. It was said to be capable of 190 miles an hour top speed, but some say it goes beyond that. Some claim it's a 200 mile an hour car easily. We cannot confirm that. Perhaps some of the few lucky owners could. No active aero and stuff like that. Just good old lightweight construction and a powerful engine and optimized aerodynamics. You can see the same philosophy in the interior of the 911 GT1. Ergonomics are spot on. The integrated roll cage, leather bucket seats, manually adjustable of course. I like that the gear lever is so close to the steering wheel. It means you spend more time holding the steering wheel than looking for the gear shifter. So Porsche really knows, they really know what they're doing. The 5-gauge instrument cluster of course, and the Le Mans style key starter position on the left. So the Ferrari F80 is a child of the 2020s in every sense. Nothing simple about it here. It does have active aero. It has an integrated S-duct, as they call it, in the front nose, which channels air over the body. Active rear wing and flat underbody, which all that together contributes to a downforce of 2,200 pounds at 155 miles an hour. Now that's about the same weight as the 911 GT1. An interesting bit of trivia there. In terms of chassis, it is a carbon fiber monocoque with aluminum subframes. Everything is held together by titanium bolts, and a lot more high tech than the GT1, of course. In terms of weight, still pretty lightweight for a hybrid car. About 3,300 pounds, which is, it's not that much. I mean, nowadays we're used to cars weighing 4,000 pounds and more. So that's a nice achievement on Ferraris, and this is how the powertrain looks. The Ferrari powertrain We got the V6 engine, one starter motor integrated into the 8-speed dual clutch automatic, batteries in the middle, and two electric motors in the front. So all-wheel drive capabilities, unlike the 911 GT1, which is rear-wheel drive only. Combined power output 1184 horsepower. 900 of those come from the engine, the rest comes from the two electric motors in the front. Torque wise, 627 pound-feet from the engine, and I believe another 189 coming from the electric motors, or 289. Someone will correct me in the comments, I'm sure. But yeah, impressive figures, contributing to a 0 to 60 time of 2 seconds. 2 seconds, so that's neck snapping stuff. In terms of the interior, of course, a lot more high-tech than the Porsche, but still relatively basic. You do get a lot of exposed carbon fiber, Alcantara, the F1 style steering wheel with all the buttons, the Manettino of course, digital display. I do like what Ferrari is doing with its automatic transmission drive selectors, mimicking the H pattern of a gated shifter. I like that, it's a nice piece of detail. Contrasting driver's seat, in this case we have red for the driver, black for the passenger, Alcantara buckets of course. There are actually 5 different configurations for the interior of the Ferrari F80. In terms of exclusivity, the Porsche is the rarest of the two cars. 25 road-going examples built, and most of them are actually finished in Arctic grey or fern white, and they do feature the 996 headlights. I believe only 2 or 3 cars that were produced in 1996 have the 993 headlights. All of them have the 996 taillights, and very few examples were, I believe there were 3 cars finished in different colors, yellow, red, and silver. I forgot the exact shades of the colors, but yeah, price-wise, the GT1 Strassen version, we haven't seen one for sale recently, if ever, but last year they auctioned off a GT1 race car, and that one fetched over 7 million, making it one of the top 5 most expensive Porsches ever. The Ferrari F80, meanwhile, also limited production, 799 examples, and each would set you back $4 million. So yeah, not exactly affordable either. So there we have it, 2 very different cars, but very desirable. I know a lot of people have an issue with Ferrari not putting the V12 there in its latest hypercar flagship, but putting it in the Purosangue SUV. I'm assuming it's to make sure the model sells. It is the brand's first SUV, but they thought they could get away with it on their flagship. Not entirely the case, but I think the F80 would still sell. So let us know what you think, and if you want to check in more detail how these two cars compare, feel free to check out the article in the description below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.